Okay, so this video, The Science of Love, my second Queen parody. Spleen. I forgot about spleen. Okay, we got Timbler. For some reason, this took a lot of effort. This is like swiping thing. I had to like put a green screen on my phone and then like fill this in afterwards and try to motion map it to the phone as it moved around in my hand. Written by Freddie Mercury, of course. Night at the Operator Algebra. These are like, it's fun to forget your own jokes and then remember that, oh yeah, I actually do find this stuff funny. Yeah, so we're gonna look at Tim Blai's take on love. Alright, so we got Emmy Noether and then James Watson, who I'm told is I have no personal knowledge of James Watson, but I'm told he's a jerk. So I think we swipe left on James Watson. Yeah. Hey, there's me. Look at that heartthrob in a heart with a mustache. And look at the sores under the sleep under my eyes. This is one of those videos that I put out in record pace. I actually, to record the piano for this, I actually didn't sing the piano parts. I sung every note once, and then I MIDI programmed the entire piano score. Or I might have even I might have even taken like a pre-existing like MIDI program of this song and just like put it in. But it definitely wasn't sung live. It was just me going gong all the time. The mustache is wrong. Oh, Daniela, sexy mustache. Thank you, Daniela. I appreciate that. Let's see what it was. Let's watch. Anybody? The harmonies are still so good in this. I don't claim credit. The science of love. This is definitely taken, like, lifted pretty directly from XKCD. This joke of like putting a heart into equations. So one of the weirdest things I decided to do with this is the most direct implementation of the piano. If you've been watching the past couple streams, you'll notice my tendency to, if I'm doing piano parts, to literally make myself a piano with black and white shirts. Here we took it a step further and we actually put me in a piano. For this, like, this is a stock photo of a piano, and I was playing, not on this keyboard, but on like a little keyboard that was just hidden behind here. And then so this piano and me sitting at it do not exist in tandem. This is composited. We Heart Trains. How do you find out if you have perfect pitch or not? You ask yourself, can I hit an A? And then you try out of the blue, and if you get it right, then you have perfect pitch. Yeah, you can tell those gongs are like there's something that feels digitally quantized about them in there. Oh, and then me on the, I had really wanted to do this experiment because I do play the drums. So like, I was like, wouldn't it be cool to have me on the drums playing myself as every individual drum? But this is one of the weirdest images, man. It's you got the headless Tims. There, I was using the green screen again to like cover up my body. You've got me coming out of the hi-hat. This also took forever to render, this whole thing. I don't know what it was, because I had a lot of in After Effects. I had a lot of compositions within compositions within compositions trying to get this all to work. And I remember my computer just like stalling on it. One look in my pupils, they dilate. Oh, and then I had for this one, I have all these boxes. This is really bad practice. If you're trying to do science communication on the internet, in multimedia, or any form of education on the internet, don't do this. You can't double query the language processor. If you've got someone speaking or singing, don't try to make people read other things. This is the problem I had in the last video too. Like, it's fine to have this box of trash can releases norepinephrine and adrenaline, activating the autonomic nervous system's fight or flight response. Cool. But no one's gonna read that. Like, if you can't pay attention to it while someone, like, try to read something while someone is saying something else in your ear, and then try to repeat back both the thing you heard and the thing you read. You can't do it.
Sweat in my hands and my feet. Autonomic response. All medullas fight.
What? Adrenaline secreting cells stimulate sympathetic nervous system response. Yeah, but you're not going to read that. Yeah, so it is. It's the same system as the attraction activates the same fight or flight sort of response to the sympathetic nervous system as running away from a bear or whatever. So you get the same sort of symptoms: the sweaty hands and stinky feet, I guess.
My attraction's jacked up my
This is a bass. This guy in the purple.
adrenaline.
Norepinephrine increase heart rate and blood pressure, activate sweat glands, dilate pupils, and inhibit digestion. There's no real jokes in here. I'm just giving information.
Would I like anybody, Lord? Somebody,
Being the sad nerd.
Somebody, can anybody show me?
Look at this. I mean, I actually do like. I don't know. I like the way that this drum thing comes off. Kind of like it's just weird enough to be interesting to me. This is a little strange. This reminds me of the Katzenclavier, which is an ancient, legendary instrument that may have never actually been built. But the legend is that it was built of a keyboard where every key was tied to a hammer that would whack a cat on the tail, and the cats all yelped at different pitches. You could play them like a musical instrument. It's doubtful whether that instrument was ever actually built, but like I sort of imagine when I watch this that I'm like pressing a button and like something's like grabbing onto my toe and being like, "Sing, damn it, sing!"
Science love. Yeah. We'll work hard. Osculate in the night.
Osculate, is that is to have the highest order of contact possible. Oh yeah, that's osculating curves. They're like curves that just like kiss each other, if you know what I mean. The like cringy innuendo in here. Ruler Sonic says, "I'm bored." Okay, go away. Dude, Ruler Sonic. Bye.
Enzymes and microbiomes, and we'll bond with oxytocin.
What are these? Okay, just more. Yeah, just from women. I don't know if that's true. I thought we both had oxytocin.
Attachment hug, going out of our paraventricular and supraventricular. Lord, somebody.
I feel like I don't have as much to explain about this one because I actually think I didn't do as much research on this topic as I wanted. Like this is more on the level of like an ASAP Science video or something where like you read a few sources and then you just go and produce it. Like with a lot of other videos, I'm a lot more super like I've studied it intensely for like months. So when I go back to it, I have a lot to say about like here's a bunch of details. But for this one, I think I know almost like I didn't know much more about it than I ended up putting it in the video, which is another thing that made me feel like I've got to back off from doing these videos every month.
Somebody, can anybody show me the science of love?
Serenade, a soothing melody sung to attract or woo a suitable mate, used widely by the genus Homo, often a certain YouTuber, always unsuccessfully. I'm so emo. I think I should specify that this is a character, right? This is not. I'm not actually this person. I am playing an individual who is singing the Science of Love song. But I don't actually think it's as funny as I probably thought it was at the time. Luteinizing hormone. All right, we got these two gonna get at it. And the guitar is coming in. Yeesh.
Every day reproduce my drives of biology cry. And evolutionary hand-me-down that's
Fact, if you don't produce, you'll break a streak your ancestors have kept going for 4 billion years. No pressure, XOXO, mom. I was already feeling mom wanting me to have kids, which still has not happened. Also, people got mad at me for there were a couple people got mad at me for like only covering heterosexual sex here. But it's like it's a personal, like it's a song from a first person perspective. I probably could have been a little more sensitive to that, especially given that Freddie Mercury was gay. But at the time, I was like, well, this is a first person perspective, so I kind of have to, like, I'm singing the whole thing as an I, and I kind of have to do it from my perspective for it to work with the context of the thing. But maybe that's a rationalization.
My drive's a biology crime, an evolutionary hand-me-down that says you'll make babies. Oh, this doesn't gotta propagate your DNA. Oh.
Look at this. This is extremely cluttered. This is too much information going in one place.
Oh, check the other sex, combine gametes and raise progeny. Go, 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 go.
Air guitar, the sexy of instruments. I still agree with that. Yeah, you can see I actually am drumming like accurately here. But it is weird to see, like, if you just focus on this guy, the boom 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 boom. That's a cool solo.
Somebody, anybody, show me the science. Anybody.
I do like doing Queen more than most other like parodies, because I like Freddie Mercury had a very similar voice to me, and that, like, he was naturally a baritone and could like sing really far down. But when he was doing his rock voice, like, he really had to push himself to get those high notes, like the science of love. All right, and I'm not really warmed up, so I'm probably not doing a great job. But I feel like I have a very similar kind of like top end. I mean, I'm not Freddie Mercury though. If I were Freddie Mercury, I would I'd be touring the world.
Science of my nucleus accumbens. Come flood me with sweet dopamine from the ventral.
This is also like I feel like more people know more bits of this because like it's like pop science. Like, it's like dopamine is, even if it's more complicated than probably the pop science version of it. Same with like oxytocin. Like there's this pop science impression that like oxytocin is like the cuddle hormone, whereas actually the like the science on that is a little it's a little hesitant, and there's a lot of different there's probably a lot of different properties that it has and ways that it gets used. Most biological molecules are, they're multifaceted and do a few different things at once. But I think I played into that a little bit here, where like I only say kind of the pop science version of this. Dopamine does more than just make you happy, and oxytocin does more than just make you want to cuddle. But here's the ventral tegmentum anyways.
I'm alright. He's alright.
Amygdala is cool. It's a little almond. Queen amygdala.
See, I've done all the requisite reading now.
Wait, what's this? Let's read this together. Love, the subject of more songs, poems, and writings than anything else in all of human history. A veritable force. This is not. I don't know if this is clever. I'm just like filling space. A veritable force of nature. It should come as no surprise. Love, in fact, is a basis in neurobiology. The brain of someone in love shows marked differences from a normal human brain. In many ways, the brain in love is actually remarkably similar to the brain of a cocaine addict. The nucleus accumbens, known to be implicated in addiction, is highly activated in the brain in love, and serotonin levels drop to those seen in OCD patients, leading to compulsive behavior. All right, nice book report.
Reading now. One day I'll test the theory, Lord.
This is such a cool build-up. And Queen, you're so good. I mean, the video build-up is this is the messiest video I've ever seen in my life. Like, there's all these things fading in and out. There's like chocolate for some reason, claps, the text, putting chocolate in there. We got the music building up. There's too much going on. Help. These guys, there's one middle guy there that doesn't sing at all. He's so bored.
Can anybody show me
It's a little far back in the throat.
Show me the science of love.
One of the problems with doing ballads is there's just not a lot of informational content. Like, you can't get super deep into the weeds of anything if you're just gonna repeat the same line over and over, or like sing slowly. This is why nowadays I prefer fast-paced things, and like Despacito that has a million words, and you can just keep going. Also, I think probably if I were doing this now, I would take this opportunity of these like repeating phrases, like show me the science of love, show, like over and over again. I would probably use that free real estate and like change it every time, and do a bunch of like I don't know, something different about the science of love for everyone, and probably like sneak in a whole lot more information that way. Because as you do this, you learn the tricks of squeezing in as much as you possibly can. Because like from an educational perspective, this is just wasted space. Like, you could be forgiven if your goal is to gather information for just clicking off of this video now. It's not going to teach you anymore. Is this the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. It's more of these guys. Obsessive behavior and love-struck human stems from serotonin levels dipping into those seen in OCD patients, leaving you more single-minded than a Freddie Mercury outro. All right, I'm trying to joke about it, but don't joke about the thing that you want a lampshade. Fix the thing you want a lampshade.
The science of love. Show me the science of love.
They're awkward. We don't like each other anymore. We were just overcome with chemicals.
Anybody, anywhere, anybody, show me the science of love. Show me.
And what do? Swipe left. Ha ha.
Hey there.
Ha ha. Tim Blay still alone. And at the ripe old age of 24 or whatever I was here.
Musical scientists, hope you enjoyed my return to the roots, as it were, of a cappella science. If you like this video, I don't know, maybe
Should I do a third Queen song at some point? Don't Stop Me Now is an awesome song.
send it to a nerd you like, and together you can get the old oxytocin a-flowing.
Ugh.
On there on the left, you'll find my previous video, Handel's Messiah as sung by a biologist. And there
I don't know. Am I too down on myself in these old videos? Like, I don't know. I watched a thing with Bill Wirtz a while ago where he was like, a lot of the things that I find endearing about him, he actually finds really awkward and wishes to change. And I was like, come on, Bill, don't do that. That's what we love about you. And maybe I'm doing the same thing.
there on the right is my original Queen parody that blew up this channel, Bohemian Gravity. Speaking of which, Bohemian Gravity posters are still available on DFTBA Records, and you can buy this MP3 and all my others on iTunes and Bandcamp. And
all right, yeah, still promoting too much. We got more patrons though. Bruce Mountain had joined on at this point, and Alex Carranza. Hey, Alex Carranza. Yeah, some cool people.
Of course, a big shout out and thank you to these people as well.
Bicycle. Oh, Bicycle would be good, Sean. I'd be down to do Bicycle. Ooh, some Bicycle about rotational motion. Maybe that could be good.
As well as all of my
Postdoc Me Now. Oh man, that's Jonathan. That's Neurotransmissions. Those guys are great. They're good friends of mine, and they knocked that out of the park. Like, I didn't even know they did musical parodies, and then they just posted that. I was like, whoa, okay, that's better than anything else I did this year.
supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to keep me making musical science videos, consider going to
Fat bottom quarks. That's not bad, Media Wrangler. Not bad.
patreon.com/acapellascience
Problem is now, do I have to give you royalties if I do it?
and supporting me. And of course, subscribe for monthly acapella science content. That's right, I'm doing a video a month this year.
Video a month. I lasted like, I didn't get all the way through the year doing a video a month, but I think I lasted until about May. I think that's right. It was whenever like the Backwards Billy Joel one. After that I was really burned out and I decided to take a bit more of a break.
It's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm really excited. So you'll be seeing me again real soon. Until then, my name is Tim Blay, and you're watching Acapella Science.
Sean L says, feels like in the moment you put a lot of weight on being true to the original song, but in retrospect you'll lament missed opportunities to add more content. Yeah, I was more at the time. I think I was more obsessed with being true to the song than I am now. Like, I'm still trying to optimize this thing where I want to be as true to the song as absolutely possible, because it needs. That's important to me, and it needs to be, and that's what makes a parody work. And but I think I just hadn't really figured out that if you have like repeating elements, get rid of them. And now I would do that, because it makes it fresh, it makes it clever. It gives your brain something to actually think about while watching this thing. Otherwise, it's just some guy doing a cover of a Queen song.
Acapella Science.
Alrighty. And that looks like the end of that. So I think we're gonna stop it for today. We're gonna see if we can head back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Next time we'll get the LIGO. LIGO will be saved for next time we do this.